Today we have a very different style video here for you guys, but I am excited because we have one of the top Royale Recruits players here, Zappies, and he has shared some replays for us today. We're going to be watching those replays, analyzing them, showing you guys the power of the Royale Recruits. I think this deck is insanely strong, definitely super underrated in the meta. Not a lot of people use them, obviously, but they are super effective, and they have a lot of great matchups. We're going to get into some replays here today. Not much else to say, although we do have fancy new res here, guys. As you can see, a different resolution video, so you guys can keep your phones on mobile up nice and straight. You'll have a great view. There might be black bars on the sides. I don't exactly know yet. We're gonna have to figure out this thing out in the editing software, obviously, but we're gonna try our best to make it look good for you guys. So if you like this new style, leave a like on the video, show your support that way. Other than that, guys, this is gonna be more of a relaxed video today. We're gonna just analyze these replays, tell you exactly what he's going through in his mind to allow him to get some awesome wins here. So let's get into replay number one. Subscribe if you're new. Let's go. All right, replay number one here. We're getting into it. As you can see, he's going against a graveyard player. The opponent has Graveyard Mega Minion, Snowball, and that Tombstone right above. Now, we are going to drag myself down here a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay, just so you guys can see the game, we're going to keep just my head in it. Boom, just the head. I think, you know what, we're going to go with that. Okay. So that way you guys can see the entire screen pretty much besides his cards. So I can tell you exactly what he's got. Right now he's got Wall Breakers, Royale Recruits, Elite Barbarians, and Fireball in his hand right now. Flying Machine is up next. You can see that right there. Boom, the Flying Machine. He has a lot of Elixir. He has 8 Elixir right now, and the opponent has 10. As you can see, he's got a Golem Graveyard deck with the Inferno Dragon in there. EA Gabs, a very solid player. Obviously, they know what they're doing here. This is going to be a very weird matchup, obviously, because the Golem and the Bowler and the Tombstone, not going to be the easiest thing, obviously. When you're running Royale Recruits, they're going to get swarmed on very quickly. So he's going to advance here with the Elite Barbarians and Flying Machine. Bowler is going to be one of the best answers. That could honestly possibly have gone down right there, because not only is the Golem just going to tank pretty easily, but the Elite Barbarians are both going to get absolutely shredded by that Bowler. And now he's got a pretty decent Golem and really full HP Bowler coming out of his tower. He's going to have to go with Royale Recruits here. As you can see, he goes quite a bit split in the left lane there, making sure that he's going to be able to divert his push to the left lane. Now he has to go Zappies on defense. He has arrows and Miner in hand with the Fireball. Wall Breakers go down behind the Royale Recruits on the left. The Golem player has literally gone all in on this graveyard push, and as you can see, it has not even taken his tower, whereas Zapkiel's push has also done a lot of damage. So he doesn't have to lead. As you can see, 500 HP, 600 HP way up there. So it's very close, but honestly, could have been a lot worse right there. He could have certainly lost his whole tower. Golem, Graveyard, Bowler, push. Pretty scary stuff. It's impressive that he was able to defend that with the Royale Recruits and Zappies. Two very strong cards in the meta right now. He's going to Miner chip the opponent's tower down. As you can see, it's pretty weak right there. Golem push will certainly probably take his right tower, so he's in a very tricky spot. He's got to be safe here. So he's going to need to just go the Flying Machine on defense. He's got Elite Barbs in cycle. He's got the arrows. He goes Elite Barbs right lane. Beautifully timed, by the way, for the opponent to go Golem. He does barely get down a Bowler right there, but obviously since the opponent goes with a Bowler, that's going to allow the Flying Machine to get shot off. That's going to be in Fireball range, or at least close to it, I believe. I don't have a max Fireball, so I don't know the exact number on that, but it's got to be close. Wall Breakers, the Royale Recruits, everything's splitting up, everything's going after it. The Royale Recruit is tanking for the Wall Breaker on the left. The Wall Breaker on the left does manage to take the tower here, and now with Zappy's Flying Machine, Royale Recruits on the right push, it is not going to be enough to stop the Graveyard, but the Golem does get shut down really quickly, and he still has a lot alive now to build up a counter push for the right lane. Zapkiel obviously has just about the same elixir as the opponent, but he has so many more things down in the playing field right now. The Miner's going to tank beautifully. The Tornado there was huge with the Snowball, slowing everything down for that Bowler to get in a nice position to take it all out. Very excellent play, but that's still, guys, going to cost him a little bit of damage there. As you can see, 25, 26 on that opponent's tower there. Zapkiel is feeling great about this one. He has almost full HP on both his King Tower and his Princess Tower. It's looking good. Now the opponent has built up a huge push to try and go for that 3-con finish off push, but the Golem, guys, it's already almost dead. It's not even halfway to the tower. He's not going to have enough for Royale Recruits here, so he is going to have to force out a lot of elixir on all of that. He doesn't have a great answer to the Graveyard, so he is now in a little bit of trouble. Luckily, the opponent has gone for the King Tower because this Flying Machine, guys, it's having a tough time here. As you can see, Skeletons did some work. Luckily, the other Princess Tower was able to clear up a lot of those Skeletons for Zapkiel, because otherwise that things could have gotten a little wacky there. He's going to go with Miner. He's going to go with Elite Barbs. The Bowler's going to have to be placed perfectly so it takes out the Elite Barbs, but check it out, guys. The Golem player getting straight up outplayed right now. So much damage going down when the when the Wall Breakers connect to that tower. Very awesome connection, dude. You can just tell Zapkiel knows what's going on. He knows his opponent's cycle. He really does know when to pressure and when to defend. So that play right there in the pocket, very well done. He probably he probably forgot he had Tornado. Either way, though, we got a bunch of damage there. He's probably expecting the opponent to go with Golem right there. But at this point, the Golem player's just got to sit there and take it, guys. The Miner, the Fireball, the arrows, that's going to be enough to finish this one off. Awesome game, dude. Thank you very much for for sharing game number 1 here. That was excellent gameplay, guys. If you want to stick around, make sure to watch till the end of the video because we got 2 more bangers coming right up. Let's go. I really did enjoy watching that. That was a very awesome battle. Let's get into battle number 2 here. As you can see, he's going against a Hog Rider Rocket deck. I believe this deck that he's going against right now is super meta. Now, he's going against Nurs. I did watch a couple of these, and I've picked out a couple of the top. I think I picked out the top 3 or 4 because he sent me a bunch of them. We can't obviously show 10 replays or however many he sent, but we can show the top ones. Great example of how this deck works. Obviously, if you don't know by now, the deck is simply just Ladder Royale Recruits. So I guess, wait, no, hold on a second. He has log in this variation. I don't believe he had log last match, but perhaps he put the log in instead of the arrows. We'll have to find out. I actually don't remember that happening. All right, let's go. Royal Recruits at the bridge right in front of these Zappies. That's interesting. He must know what the opponent's running because that was a really aggressive Royal Recruits. Obviously, the flying machine there is going to be pretty solid. The opponent's super low in elixir, so despite his push not getting a whole lot of damage off, it is going to tag up those towers, guys. It's not going to get him the lead, but it's going to get him close to the lead. Hog Rider's down. I guess the miner on defense is going to have to be sufficient here. As you can see, Hog Rider's going to get a lot of shots off there, guys. He just has to eat it right there. Miner's moving up. He really doesn't have a lot of elixir. They do have about the same elixir. Obviously, the opponent Nurs here does have a little bit more elixir than Zappies. So, Zaf. We're going to start calling him Zaf. I think that's a sick nickname. Zaf is going against a Goblin Barrel, Skeleton Army, Rocket control deck, really. Very interesting deck. Obviously, Nurs' goal here is going to be defend and then conquer with that Hog Rider. Maybe going to put on some pressure here with the Goblin Barrel, but the log comes down. Nice, easy 2 elixir for 3 elixir trade. That's going to get Zaf a little bit more elixir back, and he's going to split up the wall breakers here for the opponent. The opponent's forced to go with an Inferno Tower. Nice. 5 elixir just to defend 2 elixir. That is not poggers, guys. Zaf is going to probably split something up in the back here, but we'll have to find out. I mean, Zappies, we'll see, actually. He's leaking a lot of elixir. As you can see, he's been at 10 elixir for a while now. I guess this is a strat. We'll have to find out. We have enough time to get some water. So we got some Zappies moving up. We got Royal Recruits in the back. Some things are going down. He's got Fireball, Elite Barbs, Miner, and Flying Machine in cycle. Zaf, what do you got in the store now? We're going to see and find out. He's got a Firecracker down over there on defense. Nurs does. The Fireball comes out. Beautiful hit on the Firecracker, guys. That's going to cause the opponent to have to go with an Inferno Tower here, most likely. No, he goes Skarmy. I think Zaf is going to be able to overwhelm him here with the Miner, Wall Breakers, Elite Barbs, right? The opponent, that Inferno Tower was really, really poorly placed. Miner and Wall Breakers should go down here, guys. The opponent's not going to have an answer for him. He knows the Skeleton Army's out of cycle. Oh, I guess no. We were wrong. He's going to play it slow here. He's going to end up arrowing those Royal Recruits. So even though Zaf does not have the lead, he's playing it smart. He does just completely whiff a Fireball. But everyone ignore that. Ignore that. We're still fine here. He's building up a massive push. About to be huge, guys. The Miner comes out, the Wall Breakers, the Log, whole bunch of stuff going down. The Inferno Tower's down. It's just going to sit there and tank everything. He might have to rocket. Nope. The opponent decides to hold off. As you can see, the Flying Machine on the left is going to need to be dealt with, guys. He decides to ignore it. That's 2 free hits. That is going to get Zaf a lot of damage on both towers. Obviously, the Zappies and the Fireball are going to be huge. The fact that Hog Rider got no shots off was massive, guys. The Firecracker is lethal, though. The Firecracker does not only some tower damage, but it also collapses those Zappies, guys. He's going to have to log this. He's going to have to log this. Oh, my goodness. The opponent is nearly letting that get through. The Miner's going to get some more chip damage, and Zaf is in a big way behind on elixir. As you can see, he goes to the log. The opponent is certainly not sure what to do. The opponent's got plenty of elixir. He's pushing up, but at this point in the match, E-Barb's taking it home. The opponent, a big choke right there. Excellent match. Way more fun to watch that, guys, because obviously Nurs, excellent player, plus 34 trophies there. Great game, and well played on that log and Fireball. We're in the third and final match. As you can see, once again, this is a Hog Rider and Firecracker deck. Very popular in the meta right now, Hog Rider Fireball. This one, it has the Quake in it. I believe Sir Tag did a video on this deck that he is going against. Pretty cool stuff. Let's go. E-Barbs, they're down. Hog Rider's coming in. Obviously, the Hog Rider's not going to get any shots. They're very clean defense. Well played to Zaf for that one. The Miner here, not going to kill the Firecracker, but in other words, it is going to distract her. And as you can see, the Elite Barbs, they're pretty healthy still. Not going to be able to get a lot of value because those skeletons were really well placed. But the E-Barb, no, it does go down. All right, no shots from the Elite Barbarian. He does have the lead, but the opponent's got Hog Rider in cycle. Zaf does not have the best answer, obviously, for a Hog Rider right now. If the opponent goes Hog Rider, he's going to have to roll Recruits into a Bomber, which would not be ideal. Luckily, the opponent does not put on pressure. Now Zaf is going to build up a little bit of pressure himself. As you can see, the E-Barbs go down. Maybe he could have Fireballed them, but he's not going to. He's going to hold off. He's going to have to split up some Zappies. Yep, there they are. Elite Barbs do get pulled. The placement on the Zappies there was actually really smart. It's going to stun the Hog Rider on the right and distract those Elite Barbs, so they kite it over to those Zappies. So pretty well played there. Hog Rider does get a lot of shots off, but it could have been a lot worse, guys. I think that was well played for the amount of elixir he spent. He only spent 4 elixir. He got a lot of value out of that 4 elixir. So the Royal Recruits are probably going to come down in the back right now. No, we're gonna leak, guys. He's going log. I think that log must have been just a cycle. Earthquake comes down from the opponent. Much more damage than the log does, obviously. He's got to be careful here. Miner goes down. Skeletons are perfectly placed. The miner's really not going to get too much done. And it's not going to get nothing done, guys, except for waste the opponent's elixir. So he spent 3 elixir. He also defended with 3 elixir. Well played to the opponent for crushing that miner right there. The opponent does have a little bit more elixir than Zaph right now, but Zaph does have those 3M down. He's going to go ahead and fireball that he's gonna fireball the firecracker. It gets no value. He's gonna have to go for something here to take out that bomber, guys, because the bomber is absolutely lethal. As you can see, double elixir is about to hit, and I think that's gonna save Zaph right now. The Royal Recruits are down. He needs to get this flying machine down so he can absolutely crush this bomber. It's not gonna happen though, guys. The flying machine's gonna come down. It's gonna be late. It's not gonna be able to take out the bomber. The bomber absolutely shreds his whole push. He's gonna be forced to log this on defense. The firecracker and bomber both get hit by the log. That log was insanely valuable. Plus the flying machine just dealing with it all. The flying machine's now full health. The fireball is going to come down. It looks like wall breakers are going to connect. Oh, the log saved him. If he went with miner in the back, it could have been a lot better right there, guys. We'll see. He'll learn from his mistakes, guys. Once again, he's playing from behind. He has not got the damage advantage in this one. The opponent, maybe he fireballs this? No, he's going to go for a flying machine. Obviously, that earthquake and the fireball, or sorry, the earthquake and the firecracker, guys, they're going to do a lot of damage to that tower, so you got to be careful with that. Miner's going down. This time, the miner's beautifully placed. He's going to distract that bomber. He's going to probably fireball that bomber. No, he decides not to. Oh, he does decide to. He's going to push up with wall breakers here, and despite a hog rider advancing on his tower, he's going to just log it back, guys. He's just going to log it back. The flying machine did a lot of work. As you can see, the damage being dealt on both towers is insane right now. The flying machine being tanked for, that's going to lead to the game here. All he has to do is cycle to one more fireball. That is going to be GG's, because that was insanely well played, guys. Check it out. The opponent does have a hog rider coming in. He's going to need to just quake this, but the Elite Barbs do finish it off. Awesome match. The miner gets it done. GG's. Thank you very much for sharing these replays with us here today, Zaph. That was awesome, dude. All in all, his deck was actually really strong. I liked the synergy. I liked how he had to defend and then make these kind of strong pushes out of nowhere, as it seemed like. And it's a really strong deck. Obviously, it answers for a lot of good decks. I don't see, since Bomb Tower is not in the meta, right? I don't see a lot of bad matchups for this deck. I'm sure it would crush Electro Giant. I'm sure it would crush Golem, as we saw. Big shout out to Zaph. His Twitter's going to be on the screen right now. If you want to go follow him, make sure to do that. But thank you, dude, for sharing these replays. Really awesome stuff to feature you on the channel. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing awesome in CR. Best of luck this season in your end of ladder finishes. I know you're going for a high spot. But thank you guys for watching. Everyone who did stick till the end, make sure to comment down below Royal Recruits so I know you watched the whole video. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Normal videos coming back tomorrow, so stay tuned if you want to see more. Astro Diddy San, out.